Chris Kennard.
Yeah, I would tie in two for me, the diversity one and also John Miller's, because I think they tie together in the sense that obviously we have all these different ways that we're gonna have to be reaching people, and some of us may not be thinking about those ways because we don't have that background, and maybe we don't have the right people in our building for that too. So to challenge ourselves to start bringing new voices in with different ideas of how to harness all these different ways that we can get our brands in front of people to keep our business relevant so that we still have careers down the road. We can keep doing this for another 25 years or so.
You know, it's interesting. You mentioned John Miller. Did you guys catch the one slide? He showed that 92% of our listening is coming from white, and 8 to 9% are from non-white. And you can look at it and say, well, that's why you need to have white talent on the air. And I could counter and say, well, that's why we're only reaching 8%. So somewhere in there, that doesn't mean tomorrow go overreact and go put, do 50 new people on the other side. But the bottom line is we got to acknowledge that 8% is way too low. And 92% is great, but it's only going to keep going this way at some point.
And our population is not staying static.
Exactly.
It's growing, but it's growing faster in non-white segments.
Correct.
So.
Jason Dixon.
Again, JB, thank you for doing this, man. This is important. Thanks to our friends here, the Score, for hosting us. It's weird. I stood up here earlier today and talked about I'm the one guy who doesn't have to deal with ratings. But one of the biggest takeaways, and one of the reasons my company sends me to things like this, is to listen to presentations like Nielsen gave today, and listen to you guys and the best practices you're using, on the local level every day, and apply them to what we do on the satellite service. Look, listening habits are listening habits. I don't care which input you push on the dashboard. People's commute is still the same, and trying to drive those occasions and drive that TSL, it's all the same. So to be able to get the kind of data that was shared with us today and take that back and apply that to what we do is just you can't put a price on it. So it was awesome.
Mitch Rosen.
I thought the entire 2 days was invaluable. I think what I said yesterday, our format out of all the formats, I truly believe, is here to stay. It's local content, it's local opinions, and it's local live sports, live and local. And I think we're going to outlive most of the formats in radio today. I love the Nielsen, I love the numbers that John got into, and I also like the social media. I'm 51 years old. I'm almost out of the demo. So to rely on millennials, and as Lawrence talked about, even younger generation than that, that's vital to me. I have a 17-year-old son that is infatuated with Barstool. I don't get Barstool. I respect the hell out of them, but we need to learn new things like Barstool, and that's really what I got out of this. So thank you for being here.
You got it. Mark Moses, what stood out to you?
I came here because I have doubts about our industry. I do. There are days where I'm like, what is the future of all this? That's why I flew here. I wanted to meet all you guys. Thanks for coming as well. Thanks for inviting me again. I can't stress that enough. This was awesome. It's cool to know that I'm not alone. And especially when Nielsen was talking, everyone in the room was real quiet. We were taking photos and stuff, see what's going on. And it was cool to hear the advertisers and the sports teams, how they're doing social media. It's cool to see where this is all going, and we still don't have all the answers. But I wrote down notes on my phone for 2 straight days, and I don't know about you guys, I'm like, I have a lot of work to do, but I'm very excited about that over the next couple of months.
That was productive. Hoss.
Steph always does a ton of work, so thank you for you, Jason. The one thing for me is being around a bunch of really smart dudes that are passionate about it and learning from them. Whether you agree, disagree, whatever, it's cool to hear the other side and step out of our routine. Hearing talent talk about what they need to not their program director who might hold something back. It's just compelling to hear that too. The whole 2 days, it's been great. So thank to every one of you for coming out here and making a part of this too.
The Hitman.